You're watching the Business Channel, creating business class programs. Time now to hear about a strategic alliance, and here with me is Philip Jones from P&O Ferrymasters and also Mark Talbot, MD of Horizon International. Hello to both of you.
Hello. Hello.
Now, coming to you first, Philip, tell me exactly what is P&O Ferrymasters and what does it do?
P&O Ferrymasters principally operates within Europe and is a transport and logistics organisation spanning the whole of Europe, covering most sectors and commodities that you can imagine, moving cross-border products. And that's with our own assets, our own trailers, on road or our own intermodal services. But within Europe, we're offering tailor-made solutions to clients.
Now, this is where Mark comes in outside of Europe. Tell me what Horizon International does.
Yeah, Horizon International was formed 21 years ago. We're a global freight forwarding and logistics organisation. Proud to say today we're one of the UK's largest independent freight forwarders. We have our own operations in the UK, the USA, Japan and continental Europe, and a sister company that operates in China and Hong Kong. Outside of that, we've got strategic partners that are around the globe, Brazil being one of those key markets for us.
Now, so what is the nature of the alliance between you?
The nature is for us to offer a bigger and better service to our clients, our established client base, by working on our advantages and the services that we both provide, giving a one-stop solution to customers who may trade within Europe but now want to move globally, or vice versa, globally, that now need a European presence. And this alliance brings us together in a non-conflicting way to provide that solution to a client.
Now, how are you placed to develop the potential in Brazil? Because you're seeing customers who now want to export to Brazil, aren't you?
Yes, we are. And I think that's when we bring together not just Ferrymasters, but our Dubai ports part of the business, which already has an impressive infrastructure in South America, not just in Brazil, but in Argentina and Chile. And that infrastructure already gives us a presence within South America.
Yeah, I mean, we've been trading with Brazil and South America since inception, so we've got a huge experience in that marketplace. We've got partners in place that have been operating for over 18 years. And what we're seeing now in Brazil already is an extension from moving just product into the market, but also offering on-ground logistics services. So we've had a huge investment in terms of on-ground warehouse and distribution solutions too.
Now, it might seem quite daunting, particularly maybe for SMEs, to be moving products to such a faraway market as Brazil. Is there any way that you can help them with that or help them overcome difficulties?
Sure. I mean, I think exporting to any new market and an emerging market is always going to create some challenges. I mean, that's an inevitability. I think from our point of view, we would also recommend to customers to take some independence advice. I mean, our own experience with our partners on the ground, we've got a lot of people talking to us now about moving products in, and we've seen 22.5% growth in the business this year into Brazil and South America, and not just from the UK, but also from China and the USA.
Would you say, Philip, there's any particular sectors or products that are being exported out there?
Well, I can assume that most sectors that are trading within Europe, whether it be FMCG or industrial or whatever, but certainly the high tech is a major industry that's moving over there. But I think that this profile is being offered to all manufacturers of all types of products. This is not a sector specific operation or opportunity, because it does represent an opportunity for all sectors.
It's also, Philip, I guess it's fairly straightforward dealing within Europe because we have free trade and customs and excise is fairly standardised. But that's a whole new ballgame, isn't it, dealing with Brazil?
Yeah, absolutely. We take it for granted that you can move products very easily within Europe, but the same cannot be said for moving products globally, let alone we're talking specifically about Brazil. And yes, that is a very challenging part of the supply chain that the client has to get ready.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the most important things in a new market is understand who you're doing business with, understand the expectations of your customer from the very start, as much research as you can possibly do. I mean, in terms of Brazil, documentation is incredibly important to get right. Any mistakes can cause delays at customs borders that can generate additional expense as well, which obviously anyone would want to avoid. Packaging, I mean, again, I would say that, you know, make the packaging as robust as anybody sensibly can. Whether it's moving by air or ocean, there are hazards there. You need to protect the freight as much as you can, as well as understanding with the customer the insurance, so understanding the trading terms and conditions that you've entered into, and therefore where your liabilities start and end and where you've got to insure the product too.
Now, which commercial sectors do you both serve, and how are these relevant to extending opportunities in Brazil?
I mean, for us in Brazil in particular, we've seen a huge explosion in pharmaceuticals, healthcare and the high-tech division. I mean, to that extent, we've just put an implant into one of our customers' factories to manage the flow of inbound and finished products as well. And again, I think, as we said, there's a huge dynamic economy in Brazil. So we're seeing growth from many sectors now, both outbound and inbound, and both the small and large customers too.
Yes, and I think again with P&O Ferrymasters' scope within Europe, looking after a number of sectors, we see a potential with any one of those sectors, so not just the pharmaceutical or the high tech. And again, we're offering this level of expertise that this alliance brings to serve all of those sectors.
So finally, what expertise and help do you think that you can give in supporting trade growth between Europe and Brazil?
I think with our partners and the experience that we've got, we're always happy to give people guidance. We can help them as much as we can to understand the challenges and the pitfalls of importing and exporting. Again, we would always recommend people to take professional independent advice. The UK TI, for example, offer a wide range of opportunities for people to understand the challenges of importing and exporting to countries. In terms of the physical movement, be it by air or ocean, absolutely we're well placed to help. And again, if there's an on-ground requirement in Brazil with distribution and storage, we're very well placed to help.
And that level of expertise comes from an organisation such as P&O Ferrymasters, and one can be trusted. And I think it's a level of trust and experience that we bring that for any person starting out in a new market needs to have the confidence that an organisation can deliver the right time, at the right cost. And it's that one single stop solution, working with our partner here, that can provide that service to take away some of the headaches that you might envisage with moving into that new market.
And I think to expand on that, I mean, every circumstance is different. So one of the complementary factors of the two organisations is the high priority we put on servicing customers, delivering true excellence in service, if you will, so that you know, every individual need is catered for on an individual basis.
Fantastic. Well, Philip Jones, Commercial Director of P&O Ferrymasters, and also Mark Talbot, MD of Horizon International, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.
Thank you.